So this is an example of using our near-infrared spectroscopy monitor on the forehead of our subject while implementing KAATSU. And I'll go through the whole protocol. This is about 6 minutes from beginning to end, so this is a short example, but it gives you the idea of what we can do. So subjects started out supine, laying flat on their back, level, and while they were laying supine, we ramped the KAATSU up. In this case it was 500 SKU, but we've also done down to 180 SKU with same effect. And while lying supine and ramping up, there's no change in the measurement, this measurement being the total hemoglobin concentration in the head, essentially. The blue one is actually in the scalp and skull on the head, and the green one shows in the brain. So just ramping up KAATSU while laying flat on your back does essentially nothing. If you then, while it is ramped up, tilt to -10 degrees, so head down tilt, so that fluid would normally move towards your head, you do see an increase in fluid both in the scalp and in the brain. When you release KAATSU, after about a minute, you see another slower increase in both a little bit in scalp, mostly in brain blood volume, and that's caused by a release of the sequestration of blood in the lower extremities. So you see more blood heading to the head here. After equilibrating, head down, and KAATSU turned off for about a minute. And we then ramped KAATSU up again during this period to 500 SKU. Again, it could be as little as 180. And that was followed in this case by isometric leg flexions, about 20 of them, 1 second apiece. And what you see after, while the person is head down and you ramped up and are doing flexions, you see the slow and steady decrease in blood volume in the brain. You see no change in the scalp, but you see this slow and steady decrease inside the head. And when we release KAATSU here at this point, the red line, you see that trend reverse. So it goes from decreasing blood in the head to increasing blood in the head. So, and then at this point here, we tip the person from head down, 10 degrees head down, back to supine or level. And then you see a big step back towards approximately where we started. So the point here is that the KAATSU is clearly having a significant effect here. When you release it, the blood can go to the head. When you tighten it up again, the blood slowly drains from the head in this head down position, goes back into the head after you release KAATSU in the head down position. So we do see physiological effects inside the head and the brain that are associated with application of KAATSU.